Which he eventually does.
Eventually does. And he's getting the bat suit on, which he should have with him, because I don't know why this one doesn't. He's not doing this. Because that's part of the reason he has the fucking Playboy image, so that whenever shit gets real, it's perfectly normal for Bruce Wayne to
later in the film.
out. Yes.
Later in the film, he ducks out.
Yeah.
Oh, for an emergency, and changes in the car.
Yeah. Because if he is a fucking rich pretty boy, like his character that he plays as Bruce Wayne is, it makes perfect sense that he would just save himself because he's a rich pretty boy. Hence the fact that he goes and changes as Batman and fucking saves the day. He's not going to admit that he's Batman.
So he sends the bomb up.
Yeah.
Dick takes it.
Yep.
Because he...
It's the first time Dick's ever taken it. Usually Dick's given it. Ah! I'm never going to stop this.
Dude, my notes... It literally just says Dick. Don't call him Richard once.
Dick.
It's either Dick or Robin.
Yeah.
Because it ain't Dick Grayson. That's his name.
Yeah,
like, no one ever calls him Richard Grayson.
I mean, I would like to figure out how Richard became Dick, but at the same time, I don't care because we can call him Dick.
Yep. So he gets the bomb, but whilst he's doing this, his family is just gunned down.
Yep.
Two-Face does a coin flip. Oh, happy day. And then just blows them to smithereens. Well, he blows the wiring to smithereens. They all fall to their death. Again, in tradition of this film, they splat, and there's no blood.
Yeah, because that's how they do that.
They fucking splat.
Yeah.
Like, boom, splat. Right in front of Bruce and everybody. Like, they hit and they cut the chase going,
Yeah.
And after Dick saves the day, which, again... As he's throwing the bomb out, as soon as he
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
As soon as he's putting it into the porthole,
yes,
it's at 5 seconds.
Yeah, welcome to movies.
And then wait till it hits the water, wait till it goes in the water.
Long before that, you know.
Either way, blows up in the water, day is saved. He goes in.
Oh, yeah.
And Bruce just looks up and goes, ugh. And then eventually...
Oh my god, this 45-year-old's an orphan.
Drives into Wayne Manor.
Yeah.
He's going to stay with you, Bruce.
Why? He's a grown man. He can make his own fucking decisions.
He's 70, Commissioner.
He's older than I am, Commissioner.
He does cover it just by saying, like, as soon as he leaves, he goes, I just told him I'm going to stay here, but I'm not actually going to stay here. Peace out.
At which point Bruce would be like, well, you're a grown-up. See ya.
Bye-bye.
The only reason Bruce would ever fucking try to keep him there is if he was a child.
But he coaxes back 45. In, going, I see you got a bike, you're going to run out of gas before you get to the next one. Come on, and you can fill up in my garage. I'm like, your garage has a working gas tank?
I'm not quite sure how, but my guess is he's got cans of gas stored, I would hope.
No.
Oh, he has a pump.
He has several pumps.
Bruce Wayne... Wayne Manor was probably built on a place that could store gas.
Old ancient gas burial ground.
Yes.
And he's like quipping, like, oh, is this a museum, Bruce? Car museum?
Car museum? Well,
and he says, like, Bruce like a dick. Like, you're like, hey, Bruce.
Well, his name is Dick, so of course he's a dick. And again, these are all things a child would do.
Yeah.
Grown-ups have tact, but he doesn't have these things.
He's like a snot-nosed teenager.
Yeah. He's supposed to be 15.
It's Tobey Maguire and Spider-Man all over again.
Yeah.
Goes in and not interested in the cars, but he sees the collection of motorcycles.
That reminds me, and I know why you'll appreciate this. I completely forgot that in the scene where Bruce shows up with his fucking cronies at the Wayne Enterprises when he meets Edward Nygma for the first time, looking unbelievably awkward as one of his faceless fucking employee friends, is a very, very young, awkward-looking Jon Favreau.
Yeah. I think he's the only one that gets lines.
No, he doesn't have any lines in it. No! But and you can tell he's never, if he's acted before, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, he looked caught in the headlights.
He did not know what he was doing, and you can see him trying to find his mark, so he knows where to fucking stand. He's looking down like, oh fuck, where am I supposed to be? Like, you should get a second take of that, but he didn't. But anyway, moving on.
And then he's interested by the motorcycles. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh my god, it's a Harley, oh my god, it's a
Vincent Black Knight.
Yeah. They only made 100 of these.
101, actually. Mm-hmm. This one doesn't run. Alfred's a good mechanic, but he can't make this. I'm like, this is a fucking
it's like, I got 2 of them, so if somebody would fix it up, that would be the fee.
Which is how you trick a 15-year-old, not a 45-year-old.
Nudge, nudge, Dick, nudge, nudge.
Jesus.
Wink, wink. And then he stays because,
Because free motorcycle.
Free motorcycle. Bruce flashback, him as a kid, whilst he's standing and awake.
Yeah.
Like, when did Batman become afflicted with narcolepsy?
He either has that, or if you've ever watched
Because he even mentions it to Chase later. It's just like, I'm having them while I'm awake, too. I'm like, that's not normal, Bruce.
No, people don't do that. Maybe if you ever watch the show iZombie, maybe he's having a zombie vision.
No, fair
You'll
enough.
know if you ever watch that show. You'll know what I mean.
So, like an Alan Dick are palling around.
Yep.
I think he's like going to give him food, and then it's like, no, I'm
like,
not.
I don't need food.
No,
I'm like,
okay, so give it to the dogs then.
Yeah.
Like, that was a full-on burger with an onion ring. Come on.
Again, something
I thought you were supposed to be a growing boy.
He's 45. He's done all the growing. Maybe he didn't want it because he's like, I gotta watch my heart, man. Like, my ticker can't take that kind of food anymore. And then he fucking tells him this weird, ham-fisted story about, like, you know, how he saved his brother's life because he just barely caught him. And he's like, and that day my dad said I flew in like a robin. He didn't say that. Robins, you would say you flew in like an eagle. You would say anything cooler than a fucking robin.
Yeah.
And in fact, I forgot to look it up, but I can't remember why. Why? I don't know why that they picked robin as the bird, but I don't know.
I mean, I get a bird because Batman and a bird.
I guess.
Fine, I understand.
I guess, but I don't know.
Batman and eagle.
Well, eagle would sound cooler. Like, you would think maybe Batman and owl.
Maybe.
You know?
I mean, hence Owl Man.
Yeah.
But, throw that away, I don't need it, is like Circus Scared's like, I'm just going to put it over here.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm just going to throw it out later, Al.
Foreshadowing.
So. Batman just out on the town.
Yeah.
Runs afoul because the Two-Face gang is showing
Well,
up.
no, they fucking, he's talking to fucking Dick, and, that sounded weird, and then the fucking bat signal shows up, he goes, hey, I gotta go. Why? Because he's just driving, and the fucking Two-Face gang shows up. I'm like, then why did the bat signal shine?
I don't know. And then there's a car chase, like, Two-Face turns out, oh, it's an old woman, stop. Oh, it's Two-Face. Gun, fire.
Yeah.
People haven't figured out that the fucking Batmobile's bulletproof by now.
Yeah, you would think they would have figured it out by now, but no, we're cool. And then
there's a car chase for some reason.
Well, because they have to show that this actual Batmobile can actually drive now, because the other one couldn't.
Yeah.
And then he fucking drives up a wall. Because why
and
the fuck not?
And all the villains and all the goons die except for Two-Face, who stops just short.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you get almost the 1966 shot of, like, everyone looking at the window going, well, that's Batman, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that happened.
While Two-Face is like, ah! Ah!
Yeah, it's...
I do like when he gets in, it's like, I think we'll drive, thank you.
Yeah. Like, he's got entertaining moments, but it's still weird.
Like, it's okay that he could be...
Yeah.
Creepy,
he's allowed
weirdo.
To be kooky every now and then.
It's just now and then.
Yeah.
Not the entire time, but either way.
And I believe this is where we cut to... Is this where we cut to Nigma trying to figure out his
Creating
outfit?
the Riddler.
Yeah.
Where he's like the puzzler.
Which puzzler was a low-level Superman
The
villain.
game master.
The quiz... The Captain Kill.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's Jim Carrey.
And they're all crazy costumes. Like, one's just a giant pawn. I'm like, that's not... You're not going to be able to move in that.
One looks like a dude who's wrapped in a fucking crossword puzzle.
One who's just wearing a sign.
Yeah.
Looks like he's naked under said sign, and it's just a giant question mark on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks and then I like it. Every time he says something, the doll goes, no. I'm like, is it sentient?
I think it is. And then all of a sudden, it just sort of, it keeps pushing to the question mark thing. And he goes, thank you. And then
Thank you.
And then he fucking starts typing, and he's got an outfit, which I presumably think he stole from the doll. So I don't know.
That doll is naked.
Yeah.
Two-Face with his ladies, Sugar and Spice.
And if you look, this is kind of one of those things, I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional. Yep. Was it intentional?
No, I don't know if it was intentional, but it's pulling out.
So as they're pulling out, you can see fucking Jim Carrey standing there. I'm guessing it was unintentional because he's supposed to look like he strolls in. Yeah. He's just standing there waiting, very stiff.
Nobody caught that?
No one caught it. He's just right there.
You know, and she's just like, Sugar made him something nice and fluffy.
Yeah, poached salmon and shit like that, and she's just like a bunch of fucking meat.
Yeah, Spice just like blood fucking red meat with fucking grain alcohol straight up, baby. And then he's like, we'll have both.
Ladies, you spoil us.
Yeah, and then he's smoking two different types of cigarettes.
They give him a cigarette and a fucking clove cigarette, and he's like,
He's smoking two at a time, double fisting. Riddler strolls in.
Riddler pimps in one of the greatest scenes in the whole fucking movie is this scene, which has nothing to do with anything other than Riddler's just trying to convince him not to kill him.
Yep.
And he just sort of says, here's how I found you. And he brings over the fucking box, and, it's already set up, which I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got two just set up, were those sitting there?
Did you not notice? Like, that seems a little weird, but okay, we'll go with it. And then he calls over the two ladies, and of course, puts on cartoons for them. Sugar's watching like a fucking
They're
Cupid
both watching
one.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but I think one's like a Cupid thing.
Yeah.
The other one is Daffy Duck in Hell. Both good cartoons.
Yep.
And he shows him, he's like, this is how I found you. And he fucking sticks it to Two-Face's head. He's like, oh, look at that. And he goes, yeah, this is your brain on the box. Bing, this is my brain on the box. Does anyone else feel like a fried egg? And then Two-Face is like, I'll have a little more. Oh, no, but the first taste is free. Here's what I'm proposing. You help me steal production capital, and so I can become Gotham's most cleverest carbon-based life form. And in return, are we paying attention?
Is everybody paying? Because he's placating to them having multiple personalities.
And he just goes, I'll solve the greatest riddle of all. Who is Batman? And he just,
because why just kill him?
Yeah,
when you can expose him.
Exactly.
And then kill him.
And my favorite line in the whole fucking movie, I skipped over it a little bit, where he's just sort of like, he explains, like, I love what you've done with the place. It's like House and Garden meets, I can't remember what it is. Something to do with, like, fucking death and murder. And he's just like, it's so you, and yet so you.
Yeah, it's like you, but yet so you.
And he's like,
this is Jim Carrey, just like,
yeah,
go, Jim.
You can go.
Just go.
And then he says to him, he's just like, some people, what is it called? Some people try to be a winter and a summer at the same time. You, my friend, pull it off nicely. And fucking Two-Face shoots up in the air. Jim just goes, fucking hell. And he looks and he goes, has anyone else ever told you have a serious impulse control problem? Which is still my favorite fucking line in the whole thing.
So he puts him up against the wall, puts a gun to his, and this is where we get
a little bit. There's
Harvey
like,
Dent.
whe're he's like,
you've come into
our lair. You've broken the sanctity of our hideout. You've, so he's like, so, with that in mind, how about this? Heads, we take you up in your proposition, and tails, we blow your damn head off. And he flips the coin. And we don't find out what happens, except we kind of do, because he doesn't kill him.
Because they immediately go on a fucking spree.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we get fucking Dick doing his laundry, but he's like, oh, I'll do that for you, sir. No, I got it.
I got this. And it's laundry kung fu. It's laundry-fu.
And I'm like, I wish I could do my laundry like this, because this is ridiculous.
I gotta tell you, it wouldn't be that hard to do.
And then he finishes it off with the mop.
Yeah.
And then he mops up the wetness.
Yeah. And
then he like winks at Alfred and he gets out of there. And Alfred's just like,
I am a master of laundry ninja.
Like, laundry foo. Now, I'm surprised he didn't do that, given where this movie goes.
I mean, yeah.
Some more Bruce and Al stuff. Just like, I'm just saying, he did Kung Fu laundry, sir.
Yeah, like, this is amazing.
How they did not name check that. Mm-hmm. And then immediately, Enigma's boxes everywhere.
Yep.
He's become a mogul. I don't know how he can go from his red hair that he has as the Riddler to his regular brown.
It's a wig. Yeah, it's supposed to be a wig. Because if you look at it, he's trying to copy Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He gets a wig with his hair. He gets a fake mole put on the side of his face.
There's my mole.
And he has the same fucking glasses, which was a thing I never noticed when I used to watch it. And I'm like, oh fuck, he even bought the same glasses. Puts them on and takes them off at the exact same time too. This is hilarious.
Dick does sneak into the Batcave because he finds out
first he asks him, he's like, well, what is it? He goes, oh, that's Master Brain's dead wives.
Yeah, rest of Bruce's dead wives. Silver Closet on your way.
Yeah, and he's, get the fuck out. And then, okay, so here's what happens.
Master Dick?
Yeah.
Alfred from like the fifth floor.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay. And then he opens the door, and for some reason that I'll never figure out, he goes, now!
He screams it, now! Who is that for?
And then he jumps.
And you don't think Alfred heard now?
Yeah. And then he jumps and does a whole metric fuck ton of acrobat shit.
Hey.
Which isn't faster.
Parkour!
Yeah. But not faster. The whole point of parkour is it actually is faster to do it that way. This is slower.
He does make it in, falls down the stairs.
Yeah, not well.
Intruder alert.
And apparently the intruder...
intruder alert sparks everything on.
To turn on. Wow.
Batmobile appears and Alfred's just sitting there like, oh,
fuck.
Shit.
You little bastard. Well, fuck this. And Bruce is hanging out with Chase. And they're having their whole conversation, and I think this is where he talks about the fucking red diary and the cave.
Yeah,
and
he mentions like they're happening while I'm awake now.
Yeah,
and then